Okay, hello everybody. So I'm back with another video, and I know it seems like I'm going on about this subject for quite a while, but I saw a video, and this young girl, she looked like she was like a teenager. And some of these girls are teenagers. They're like fresh out of high school. Some of them are high school. And now I do believe there's some people that maybe they're doing this temporary. They're an exotic dancer, and there's different people that are involved in dancing. And there's different types of clubs and everything like that. But I'm talking about the darker side of some of these women that are involved in being strippers. This one young girl, she posted a video of her being a stripper, and she made it seem like her life was just so boring. She's a stripper, and she's innocent, and she doesn't do drugs, and she doesn't get into any other activities, and then she just goes home peacefully and watches a little TV. She eats and then goes to bed, and she doesn't have any other friends, and she doesn't drink, and she doesn't do all this stuff. She didn't show all of her other side of her and all of the bad things that can happen and the other individuals that she works around. She just showed only like her, and it was real short, the video. It wasn't really that long, but so she didn't show the side when strippers get in fights, or when they get drunk, or when they get followed home. She didn't show you that. She didn't show you when somebody confronts you in the dressing room, such as this video that I'm about to play for you right here. There was one before it, and it just went right to the altercation. But in this type of thing, people do get in fights. Girls get jealous of one another, or they get mad at each other for whatever the reason. And women, being a woman myself, women can be catty sometimes. And so sometimes there might be one or two, or maybe one individual that a group of females, they just don't like. And, depending on the situation, they may not want you to be even there around them, and they may target you. And so anyway, I'm gonna just get to the video, but um, I was typing so fast, so I'm gonna have to, fix my I know it says the twice, but what I meant to say is the past can haunt your future, and strippers, they get into fights, they can be drunk because they offer you, you can get, I believe you can, some of the women will drink before they, you know, start their show, or before or after. Now, what the girl did do is she showed a bottle of alcohol. One of the girls in this video, I'm not showing, it's not this video, but it was another video I was looking at, and see, she slipped up. I don't think she meant to do that. She tried to make her video look like her stripping was innocent, like she doesn't do anything, and she's having a boring life, and she just dances, and she gets her little money. She gets paid a lot of money, and then she goes home and eats, and then she goes to sleep. After she watches a little TV, she goes to sleep. But what she did was she slipped up and showed a bottle of liquor, and then she pulled it back down real fast. So see, they don't tell you everything that goes on, but these girls can get in some vicious, I mean, some knockdown, drag out, vicious fights. I mean, wigs coming off, everything, earrings, everything. It could be over a guy, it could be over money, it could be over jealousy, a number of issues. And so that's why I say sometimes it can be catty. And this stuff can come back to haunt you. So just think of this atmosphere. You have girls working and they're trying to really make their money. And then here you got this one girl that all of a sudden she came from nothing to something. And if she had any enemies in the past, those people are still going to be the enemies. They're still going to be your enemies. Just because you come up and out of that and you become popular doesn't mean that those people now they're going to be your friend. Because you don't know what could have happened back in the days when that person wasn't famous or anything. It could have been some bad blood between them. And so, you know what I'm kind of referencing this to. And by the way, I'm going to throw this in here. You know, I did a video on one of those bloggers, Tasha K. She was sent supposed to be a cease and desist. Turns out that letter was fake. So I just wanted to add that in there. But I'm about to roll this clip right now so you can see. But these fights with women ain't no joke. I mean, they go for the face, they go for the eyes, they go for your face, because the woman's face is what they think you know, is your beauty, part of your beauty. And so, you know, wearing them long nails and everything, you don't think those women don't fight? Please. These strippers get into some knockdown, drag out fights. Don't let the hair and nails fool you. So anyway, let me just roll it.
Time out. This supposed to be recorded. This supposed to be a fight. This is y'all doing. I don't know, but it's like what I was trying to tell Queen was, you told me that her and Wood was supposed to be said that you with, you said that Queen and Remy were trying to break up y'all friendship. No, oh,
So there you have it. That is a part of the stripping life. And so this is what you're looking at right here is this stripper club in New York called Sue's Rendezvous or something like that. Rendezvous or something. Rendezvous, whatever. Anyway, I clicked into that because I'm just telling you right now that do not let these people get on YouTube and tell you, oh, the stripper life is a good life, make a lot of money, and there's no fighting, no drugs, and it's safe. Don't let these little young girls will get on here and they'll be like having all their glitter and makeup and all that. And they make it seem like it's just the best life. And I go home and go to sleep with my teddy bear. Please get out of the city with that. That is not true. These girls can get into some altercations with one another. I don't normally show videos like that, but I'm showing that to let you know that is the darker side of the stripper uh, lifestyle. And the more you have groups of females, and if you are, it's something about you that they feel they don't have, something about the way you look, you know, if you're educated, and maybe some of the or other girls, they would desire to be educated, they're not. They feel jealous of that. Maybe you have a boyfriend or a husband they want. They're jealous of that. Maybe something about the way you dance. They're jealous of that. Maybe the way your body looks. Something about the way you talk. Everything. It could be any reason. Something could jump off, where somebody will get mad at you. They're jealous of you for whatever reason. Maybe some clothes you're wearing that looks better on you than it does them. It could be anything. That's where I get the women are catty kind of stuff. It could be anything. And so in these type of environments, you're in competition with a lot of other females. And so you never know when somebody's going to approach you, with violence. If they're mad at you, you don't even know what for. It could be off of some she said, he said, or she said, something what somebody said, and boom, a fight breaks out. And so this is the type of environment that it breeds that. And so don't let you're gonna see videos where people say, I make a lot of money and I don't fight and I don't drink and I don't do this and I don't do that. There may be some people who carry themselves a particular way, but it depends on the environment they're in and what they're used to being around, or what kind of people they carry themselves around. But when you're in an environment with the women like that, you're gonna find there's gonna be some few of them that are not gonna like something about you. And so you got to be ready to defend yourself or just get out of that life, because it's not easy. As much as people try to make it seem easy, it isn't. And so even just being somebody, there are other women that work in there, they're not strippers. They could be a bartender, they could be a waitress, they could be a makeup artist, they could be, somebody that works in the bathroom, that, maybe have like, certain things laid out so that when guests come, they can use cologne or napkins or whatever, they kind of have like somebody that's a restroom attendant. There's different jobs in those clubs. Nightclubs, the same thing, it's the same thing. Some girls are go-go dancers in dance clubs, and some of the same atmosphere is there, so it is not as easy as people try to make things seem. There is a darker side to some of those type of jobs like that. And so I'm just trying to say that some of those videos with the young girls, they look like they're about 18, 19, 20. They're making quick cash, but you're not always going to look 18, 19, and 20. And so you're going to have to put some brain power in there and use something else to make money eventually, because you're not always going to look like you look when you were 20. You're not going to look when you're 50. So I don't know what's going through the heads of some of these people that are on these social media sites, but this was the club that they were talking about in the incident with the Star Marie lady and Cardi. I believe this was the club. And so that other thing that you just seen must have been in another club, but they're all about the same. They operate about the same, if you ask me. So and being it so that I've worked in clubs before, like dance clubs as a waitress, nightclubs before, and things. I have friends that worked in clubs and stuff like that, and so I'm full aware of what goes on in there. And you know, if you're not popping pills, you're sipping on some alcohol or something like that. You're doing something, and then it becomes a habit, and you're hanging around certain individuals that are kind of, you know, shady, you know. And not all of the people have the same intentions. Some people have the intentions that it's temporary. They're trying to get out of there. They got different reasons for being there. You know, I'm not saying that everybody's intentions are always bad, but just that environment, it, you know, it has a darker side to it. And so I just think people need to realize that it is not a glitz and glamour like some people think it is. You know, for everybody, it really isn't. So anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna let this video go. Let me fix that title anyway. But it's just sad that people got to bring themselves to the level of fight like that. But when you in those club environments, you can look for anything to happen. It seem like, you know, that should be number one why you don't really want to hang out in those type of environments, because you know, you don't know what people's mindset are. They could be high off of something, and they're bold. You know what they wouldn't do when they weren't high, when they were sober. Now they're high. They figure, oh, now I'm gonna go beat this girl up. You know. And so, and then they got all their friends around them, surrounding them, kind of egging them on. And so this is the kind of stuff you get. But anyway, I'm gonna let this video go. This right here. I'm like, woo, man. It kind of reminds me of some things that I've seen. I have seen some fights. I've seen some fights in clubs, out of clubs. I've seen plenty of fights, and I'm be honest with you, not all of them were male fights. It was mainly women fighting other women. And so anyway, I'm gonna let this video go. And let me fix this. All right, thanks for listening.